Bird, Gus, Dudley here. Hey, yeah. So after all talking last night about the old furnace not working, I got ahead and started thinking that, Gus, you are right. You are right. That little sparker box could be bad. Well, we got that figured out. But in the meantime, it was a long night last night. But long story short, this is the idea that we all came up with. Alright, stick with me here, Gus, because Vern was onto something here. This is the design of the Ghostbusters Proton pack. I got the backpack. So here's the backpack. We got the little Jenny that's going to power all those sparker boxes that we'll put inside the backpack. Now those sparker boxes will be connected to this wire, and when I push the big red button, it's going to shoot sparks at them things. We got ourselves a Ghostbusters good old proton pack, boys. But in the meantime, I did some practicing last night, and this is why it was a long night. I'm telling you, boys, I'll show you what I figured out. Stay with me. Stay with me. Alrighty. So, Gus, you were talking last night about that time that we built that cattle rod. So I started thinking, now what if, you see, last night it was so cold that Marge started drinking. So I kind of drew up this plan here. There's Marge. There's her drinking. Now, with all her bunions and everything, Marge always sleeps barefooted. Now, I had to take in some calculations here because you'll stick with me here. Stick with me. She has a 4-foot arm, radius of that 4-foot arm, like a baseball bat. So my idea is I'm going to build a rod. Now this rod here, taking the calculations, is a little bit longer than Marge's arm. So thus, I could be out of the strained, flailing arms of Marge under certain situations. Alrighty, now stay with me on this. Now, we talked about that sparker module, and Gus, you were right. It was a bad module, but we took it apart. I got into it, and here we are. There is a relay. Boys, there is a relay that was bad. So I took a relay from one of the many relays I have, and I put it onto this box here. Now, when I test it, we needed to test it, like Gus, you said. So I built a sparker. Look at that. I took the sparker, and I figured out that the sparker needs something metal to spark against. And this goes on that long rod, which eventually, right there is Marge's arm length. I'm a little bit longer. So for testing purposes, I went ahead and we put voltage to this via this transformer. That transformer energizes the box, and I put a switch. I'm going to flip the switch. Alrighty, now look, boys, it's working now. We got a light. The light's coming on, and pretty soon she's going to spark. Now, this is where the night got long last night, boys, because I'm going to tell you what. That arm length I took in the calculation doesn't make up for the speed of her legs. She got right up. Now, I know she's been drinking, but it woke her right up when I touched this thingy-majig to her toe. There we go, boys. Oh, do you see that? It works. It's wonderful. It works. More of the story is, run fast. Run fast, boys, because Marge can run real fast. You know that, Gus. Alrighty, boys. Well, we're on our way. I figure we got one. We just need another 10, 20, 30 of these to make our Proto pack. Alright. Alright, Gus, good idea. I'll stick with it. In the meantime, I'll enjoy my little stay down in the basement where Marge put me. Talk to you later. Gus, she works really well. I'm holding this here rod, and she's about ready to take off. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing. Marge does not like this thing. I have been told I got to take it apart. But, ooh, look at her go. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Alright, you boys, I'm going to put this thing back in, and I'll let you know how it goes, but I think we'll have heat, and Marge, hopefully she'll forgive me for the evening. That was a fun one. Alright, boys, appreciate the help and the ideas. Talk to you later. We'll get working on the Proton pack. Let you know how it goes. Woo! Beautiful. Just beautiful.